Alrighty. Saturdays is always the really, really kind of technical kind of day. Tomorrow we get more into marketing, which is probably even a little bit more technical. So I'm going to try and break that up by really kind of clearing the headset and stuff tonight, the mindset. But before we get onto the mindset, I just want to clarify, are there any questions about what we've done so far today? Anything around the technical, who's got the, oh my God, how am I going to do all of this?
Yes.
Yeah? Look, please don't be stressed. Tomorrow morning I am going to offer the opportunity for some of you to work with me one-on-one. I've answered the calling of a lot of my practitioners who have been saying to me for the last 5 years, can't you just do this for me? I wish you could do this for me. And I've actually devised a program where I do a done for you, done with you program. And the done with you part is the part that I can't do. I can't actually get the stuff out of your head, except I can show you how to do it. But I can't actually be on camera for you. It's your course. But the done for you part is you come to me. I film it for you with Lachlan. We edit it. We teach you how to be on camera. We teach you all of that. We get our makeup artist in. We get our professional photographer in, all of that. So I'll explain all of that for you tomorrow. We build your course. We do all of that. So I just wanted you to know, please don't stress overnight. There is an option if you want to. If you don't and you can do it all yourself and you just know how to structure, then I'm here anyway. You can ask questions and things. But I just wanted you to know, take a little deep breath. I'll talk to you about it tomorrow for a half an hour or so and we'll just go from there. But right now what we want to do is prepare our head for being what? What are we preparing our head for? I think we all need to stand up and say that again. So, what are we? I am an author. I am an online course developer. And I am a digital marketer. And I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and think about, if you don't have a complete title, a working title, or an idea, even just think about the content of the kind of material that you want to produce. Think about the outcomes that you want your students to have and your readers to have. Think about your contribution statement, your reason for doing all of this stuff. And just really tap into that experience. Imagine in 12 months' time, and you have had a book out already for about 6 or 7 months. You're already a physical author. You have it in your hand. But your course launched a few months ago. You already have students on your course. Your marketing systems are starting to flow automatically now. You've done the testing phase and things are starting to flow. And you wake up one morning and you go to your computer and there are 5 sales in your inbox while you slept. Just notice what happens in your body when you experience that. Notice if there's any tail end voice that's helpful or unhelpful when you think about that. And because your subconscious mind is cleverer than you think, if there is anything that is stopping you, or that might stop you, or that might get in your way, I want you to allow whatever that is to just simply slip into the conscious mind, and I want you to take a few notes as you sit down of the kind of things that might get in your way of being an author, a digital marketer, and an online course developer. So taking in a deep breath, grab a seat, and I just want you to start making a few notes about things that you think might get in your way. Things that might block you, things that might stop you, whether it's physical things in the real world, such as, I don't know, I don't have the office space, or I don't have the money, or I don't have this, or whether it's emotional things or sabotage things, whether it's just there's a part of you that doesn't believe that you'll get off your butt and do it, or you can't follow through, whatever you think it might be. I want you to just start making some notes. So just start calling out some of the things that you think might stop you if you want to share.
Confusion.
Confusion? Yep. Time? Technical overwhelm. Yep. So is that a fear? Is it a doubt?
Is it a topic people will buy?
Yep. So uncertainty. A topic I'm just going to put besides that. Yep. Well, I'm actually going to add to that, and correct me if it's wrong. Is it will it sell?
Yeah.
Is that the fear? Will it sell? Yep.
Especially at the prices that you're putting up there. I'm going, well, people actually pay that much. Yeah.
But your course could be $49 if you wanted to be $49. You just wouldn't put as much in it. It could be $199. It could be $97. It could be what you want it to be.
I probably need more information at some stage. I'll talk to you about how to price.
Exactly. And you make the decision on price after you've kind of designed the model of the course that you want to do and the kind of business you want to create. Because if you don't want to be able to doing lots of webinars and live stuff to support it, then your course is going to be a lower cost course. Okay? So it's all relative to the type of course you make. Anything else? Anyone's coming up with? Focus. Can you focus? Is that what it is? Who said that? Yeah. So. So which topic? Is that will I be able to focus on one thing? Yep. So staying focused on one thing. Who's got the sparklyitis? Yeah? We go, oh my God, I could do that. Oh my God, I could do that. Oh my God, I could do that. Oh, what about that one? Oh,
Doing it wrong, they're not able to fix it.
Doing it wrong. Yep. Money? Yep. Money as in people won't be able to afford to buy my course, or I won't be able to afford to do it? Who said the money thing? Yeah? Won't be able to afford to do it, that one. So, can't afford it. Yep. Where do I start? Anyone, anything else that we haven't got down? Energy levels. I heard something over on the other side as well. So transferring the knowledge. Yeah. Oh, nice one. Doing it alone. That's the big, even as a therapist, we're often left in our businesses alone to just kind of manage it, don't we? And it can be really lonely, incredibly lonely, not having somebody to just bounce ideas off as well. So doing it alone and lack of support, I think we had there. Yep. Procrastination. You need my book, doll? That's so funny. But I've been procrastinating on reading it. That's so funny. What was that?
Keep going back.
That's true. She did. Self-sabotage? Yes, Bruni, I saw your hand go up there. Yep.
I'm not smartphone savvy and I don't want half the stuff on my phone.
Yep.
To work with it. So transferring the knowledge that you've given us on the smartphone to the desktop.
Look, you can get some of the software that Lachlan was talking about is available. It's for desktops. It's for Macs. So like ScreenFlow to record your movie content and stuff. Or what's the one for iMovie? No, for PC.
Oh, that'd be Camtasia.
Camtasia for PC. So you can use it with your desktop rather than having to do it on your iPhone. So it's all good. It can still be done. It's just same software, just using it in a different way.
Yeah, but I'm hearing it on one level, whereas I've got to transfer that knowledge.
Yes, got you. So confusion about, how would we word that? Yeah, it actually follows the technical confusion about the technology. Yep. Anything I've missed? Yep.
I have a lengthy one.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to other people rather than following the call from my heart.
Oh, that's not a lengthy one. That's a real one. Look at the disaster I had with my you as the guru. Did I listen to my heart? No, I listened to other people. And, you know, one of the biggest lessons I've ever had that made me trust my intuition more and more. So, absolutely. So, is that about trusting your own opinion? Or worried about...
Being swayed away from what I know I want.
Okay.
Opinions of others.
Yeah, is it the attachment to the opinions of others, worried about what others will think?
No. It's just because I'm still trying to get all the information that I can.
Yep.
And I kind of have an idea now of where I want to go, but sometimes I'll hear something else that you say, oh, maybe I should go that way. Maybe I should
Sparklyitis, darling. You've got sparklyitis. This is a Russell Brunson term he uses, where the reason a lot of business people fail is they have sparklyitis. They go, oh, somebody told me about that today. Oh, I'm going to do that. No, I'm going to do that. No, I'm going to do that. Oh, my God, that. You've just got to find the one and do it, then find another one and do it. If you love creativity and different projects, you just got to choose one, follow through, and stop distractions. Turn off the Facebook, turn off whatever, and stop distractions. Alrighty, anything else? Anything we've missed?
lack of confidence.
Confidence, yep. In what? General?
Your own abilities or
In self? Yep. Mm-hmm.
letting go of control.
Ooh. Ooh, who gets that one? Letting go of control. Wanting to control it all. Yep. Who resonates with more than one of these on the board?
How many don't we resonate?
How many don't you resonate with? Anyone want to add anything else? And if you don't want to share, that's fine. You can just work on it privately.
This morning you said a few things, and this is what I wrote down. I am somebody too. So I can't remember exactly what, because I was jumping to all of these things that you were talking about, and I'm thinking, well, how am I going to do that? How am I going to do that? You know, the overwhelm. And then I went, well, hang on, I am somebody too. So yeah.
And remember, what does Russell Brunson say? When all the when all of that happens, stop. And my influence on that is roll your eyes, roll them back, switch it off, and go, who? Yeah? Don't go how, go who. It's who do I know that can help me? Who do I know that already knows this stuff? Who do I know? So we take the overwhelm away from it immediately. Deal? All right. Oh, actually, so I'm actually going to put that there. I'm going to put as one of the bigger blocks. Is that true?
Yes.
It's kind of like, oh. That vulnerability again, that ability to ask for help. Yep.
Making a fool of myself.
Ooh, so there's a fear. Asking for help. So is that fear of...
Making a fool of myself.
Yeah, okay. What would happen if you made a fool of yourself?
Wouldn't be taken seriously.
And what would happen if you weren't taken seriously?
It wouldn't work.
What's the worst thing that would happen if you weren't taken seriously?
It'd fail.
And what's the worst thing that would happen if you failed? Are you going to die?
No, but it would. Everything else would just come tumbling down.
Would it?
I believe so.
Is that a belief you'd be willing to challenge? She said, I believe so. Is that a belief you'd be willing to challenge? That everything, if I failed, if I made a mistake, that everything else would come tumbling down?
worked very hard at creating the credibility, new in the field, and that, I believe, could.
It could. Or you could just get yourself up, dust yourself off and go, what can I learn from that? Yeah. Do you think I've ever made a blunder on stage? Hell yeah. In front of all my peers, in front of somebody in the industry that I absolutely admired, and I just fell apart, went to do a demonstration, and it failed drastically, and I just got all, oh, what do I do? Oh my God. And it was so obvious that I was uncomfortable, and I was putting myself out there as the expert. Did that stop me? That happened about 11 years ago. If I'd let that stop me, I would never have received the calls and the emails and the phone letters and all of the letters and things that I've received from thousands and thousands of people that my work has helped. So there may be a few people in the world that saw that presentation and went, oh God, she fluffed that one. Yeah? I don't care. I did at the time. I was mortified. I went home and I just shriveled. It was like, oh, I can't believe I did that. Yeah? It was so obvious I should have done that. But once I'd finished beating myself up, I dusted myself off, I rolled my eyes, and I did what I needed to do to actually get back up and do it again. And I applied to speak at their conference again. Yeah? No, they didn't. But, but I don't care, because now I get to say, when they apply to come to my conferences, I get to say, yes. No, absolutely yes, there's still people I admire. I really admire them, yeah? Sorry, Kelly, you had something to say?
You told me a story about WD-40. Everyone knows what WD-40 is, right?
Yep.
No. It's a spray-on lubricant for mechanics and stuff.
Unsticking stuff.
That is called WD-40 because they tried. Every time, trial number 1 failed, number 2 failed, number 39 failed, number 40, WD-40.
Wow.
So continue.
Yeah.
Do you think you know what WD-40 is? 80-90% of the room know what WD-40 is. Yeah.
It's 40 attempts at giving it a go and 40 attempts at not saying, I give up. Yeah? Because I made a mistake or because it didn't work. So, I want you all to think about, choose one from your list or one from the list there if that has really resonated and stimulated with you. And I just want you to think about, on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being not at all, I'm absolutely cool with that, and 10 being, it's just stopping me and it's stopped me all my life and oh my God, I just wish this would go. Think about where in your body or your head the reaction is. Just notice, is it a thought that's persistent, a tail end voice? Is it a sensation in the body that feels stuck, or a lump, or a choking feeling? Is it an emotion, or is it a combination of those things? And measure the intensity. And I want you to blink 3 times very, very consciously as you think about that fear, doubt, whatever it is. I want you to blink, blink, blink. Roll your eyes in a big circle one way with me. And then roll all the way back. Blinking again. Taking in a deep breath. And I want you to just say to yourself silently in your own mind, if that, state what the fear or the doubt or the whatever it is, if that could speak to me, what would it say now? And just write down what that would be. If that now had an emotion, what emotion would it be? And if you don't get anything, if it just comes up as blank, write down blank. If that now had a sensation, what would the sensation in my body or head be? If nothing comes, just say blank. Then just look at those 3 things on the page and say it's all just wiring. And measure on a scale of 0 to 10 where you were, if you think about that challenge, and where you are now. Is it the same or is it different? Who went down? So if it was, say, a 10, it's now something less than that. Yeah? Who's the same? A couple of you. And who's didn't move at all? So everyone had some kind of impact. Am I missing anyone? Yep, fantastic. All right, so take the same thing. Focus on where it is in the body now. If it's the same as it was before, just go a little deeper. See if there's a sensation you're missing, seeing if there's something that's more in depth than you didn't see before. Notice if there's a thought with it, a sensation or an emotion, and just blink, blink, blink. Roll your eyes one way. Roll them all the way back the other way. Blink, blink, blink. Take in a deep breath and just ask your body again, ask your mind again. If you had something to say right now, what would it be? Think about that challenge. And just say to yourself, if I was open to the possibility that I could have and state what you want instead, how would that feel? If I was open to the possibility that I could have, how will that feel? If I was open to the possibility that I could have, how will that feel? And then just blink, blink, blink. Take in a deep breath for me. And just measure the intensity. Go back to the original challenge. Measure the intensity on a scale of 0 to 10 again. And notice what's happened this time. Is it less? Is it the same? So whose has gone down again? Yeah. So the ones that were the same, it's shifted this time. Fantastic, great. Who's still above a 3 on that scale? So there's a couple of you, fantastic. And most of you are below a 3. So who's a 0? Anyone a 0? A couple? Okay. So the ones who are a 0, I want you to choose a different challenge. The ones that you are still above a 0, I want you to work with me again, and we're going to do exactly what Lynn's doing there. So we're going to do a little bit of tapping. Has everyone done tapping before? Yeah? We're just going to do some basic tapping. If you do tapping and you have a way of doing it yourself, by all means follow your methodology. I'll just do mine for those of you that don't do it regularly, and then you can choose how you want to work with it. So all we're going to do is focus where it is now, and we're just going to say, even though I still have, and state what it is for you out loud. Even though I still have a little bit of, I'm learning to let it go. On the outside of the eye, by the edge of the eyebrow, even though I still have a little bit of, it's time to step up. Even though I still have a little bit of underneath the eye, it's time to step up. And then we're going to say under the nose, even though I'm a little confused about how, I'm learning to ask who. In the crease of the chin. Even though I'm technically overwhelmed at the moment. I'm learning how to let it go. On the chest point, that's it. Even though there's uncertainty about my topic or prioritizing it all, I could let that go too. Underneath the arm, in the middle of the bra strap for a woman, it's just in line with the nipple for a man. Even though I fear that it might not sell, or I won't be able to stay focused, it's time to let that go too. On the thumb point, just on the edge of the nail, you're either going to rub or tap, whichever feels comfortable for you. So the thumb point, like so, that's it, just on the edge of the nail. Even though I'm fearful I'll do it wrong, or I don't have the money for it, or my students won't have the money to buy it, even though I fear that I won't be able to afford to do all of this. It's time to let it go. On the index finger, just moving through the fingers. Even though I wonder where I'll start, and there's so much to learn, there's so much to do, it's time to let that go. One step at a time. one action at a time, day by day, it will get done. Just keep moving through those fingers. Even though I'm scared I won't have the energy levels, and I don't know how to transfer all this knowledge in my head, one step at a time, one day at a time, I can do this. I'm learning how to be an author. I'm learning how to be a course developer. And I'm learning how to be an online marketer. Even though I'm scared I'm doing it alone, it's time to let that go. There are so many people in this room who are doing this too, so I can't be alone. There's a lot of people that want to do this, so I'm really not alone at all. Even though I procrastinate or self-sabotage and I fear making a fool of myself, oh my God, what if I get it wrong? It's time to let that go. I'll never know if I don't try, and if I try, I'm open to the possibility I might win. I'm open to the possibility that maybe it's time to step up. Even though I'm confused about technology, go to the karate chop on the bottom of your hand where you would do a karate chop. Even though I'm confused about technology, and I suffer from sparklyitis, it's time to let that go too. Even though I fear I lack confidence, and I fear letting go of control, and even though I have trouble asking for help, it's time to get real. Successful people don't do it alone. Successful people ask for help. Successful people allow themselves to be vulnerable. Successful people make mistakes. That's why they're successful. Because successful people don't see it as a mistake. They see it as an opportunity to take two. Mistakes are just an opportunity to take two. Enough is enough. The past is the past. I've doubted myself in the past, and I'm not going to do that anymore. What happens if this works? I'm open to the possibility that this could work. I'm open to the possibility that I could do this. I'm open to the possibility that I might be worthy of help. I'm open to the possibility that I might be worthy of success. I'm open to the possibility that I am an author. I'm open to the possibility that I am a course developer. And I'm open to the possibility that I'm a digital marketer. I just don't know it yet. And I'm learning the wiring. I'm teaching my brain how to do it all. And I'm also learning how to ask for help, that I don't have to do it alone, that I'm not actually alone. There are thousands of other therapreneurs, say it, it's hard, who want to do this too. And I can sit on my butt and watch them do it, or I could get off my butt and I could do it myself. I could do it myself. I could get off my butt. I could put my fears aside. And instead of trying to push through them, I could simply walk around them and let it go. Enough is enough. The past is the past. I have been stuck in the past. It is time to let stuck go. And it is time to open to the possibility that 5 inspired action steps a week towards being an author, and then 5 inspired action steps a week towards being a course developer, and 5 inspired action steps a week towards being a digital marketer could be all it takes. Enough is enough. The past is the past. I let it all go. And because my subconscious mind is much cleverer than I think, if there is another deeper doubt, if there is another deeper fear, if there is something that my subconscious isn't telling me that is in the way of my success, I'm going to tell my subconscious, I'm ready anyway. I'm ready anyway to succeed. Enough is enough. The past is the past. I let it go. Just stop tapping there. I just want you to relax. I want you to just feel what's happening in your body right now. If there were any tail end voices that were helpful or unhelpful that we were doing there, if you just make notes of what those tail end voices are, if you remember, if they have floated out of your mind, forget them. They don't exist anymore. But if there's anything that's unhelpful that needs to be written down, just write it down and we can move further. Just breathing into the body, breathing in. Take that breath right down to the soles of the feet, and I want you to feel the grounding. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Imagine you can extend that energy down through the building into the soil. Extend it into the core of the earth. And I want you to imagine or pretend, however you do visualization, experience it in the way that you do, that you can draw the earth's energy and strength up from that fiery core in through your body and allow it to just bring energy to your body, flushing out any remaining toxins, any remaining stress or strain that's been in the way of your success. Let that energy flow up through the head, out through the scalp, flushing down outside of the body, like it's cleansing the energy field around the body and washing any stagnancy away back into the core of the earth where it will be absorbed and transmuted. And then in whatever language you use, some people use God, some people use universe, some people use higher self, some people use whatever you use. I want you to use your language to draw upon that source that is bigger than you, more than you, that sometimes inspires you in moments when you get out of your own way. And I want you to draw that energy in through the top of your head, down through every cell, muscle, organ, and fiber of your body. Let it absorb into every blood cell, into the bone marrow, into the joints. Let your body experience the gift that is all around you all of the time that you sometimes forget to take. And it's the gift of life, the gift of energy. You don't have to do it alone. You have an unsurmountable, infinite amount of energy around you to help you do this, that you can draw upon and refill yourself every day when you remember to. And bring that energy that you're drawing down through your body back through the body to the soles of the feet. Take it down into the earth and bring the earth energy back up into the core of your body, into the solar plexus in the center of your abdomen. And I want you to imagine or pretend in whatever way you can that you ignite a flame, a golden flame in the solar plexus. And every time you think about that golden flame says to you, I am worthy of being an author. I am worthy of being a course developer. I am worthy of being a digital marketer. And as you expand that golden flame, I want you to draw down more of the universal energy, draw up more of the earth energy, bring them together into the solar plexus as the three coming together as one: earth energy, universal energy, and you. Coming together as one, like a trinity that ignites that flame into every cell of your body, dispersing, dissolving any stagnancy, any unhelpful patterns, any doubts or fears that are blocking you from your success, even the fear of success or the fear of failure. Even the fear that you'll procrastinate or self-sabotage. Any of the other fears you asked me to write on the board, just find where they are in the body if there's anything left. And I want you to use this earth energy, this universal energy, and the fire that is you to disperse, melt, dissolve any blocks in your body, in your mind, cells, or being. And acknowledge time and time again as you ignite that flame, I am worthy. I choose. And state what you choose to yourself. Only you know your deepest desire. State it. I choose it. I choose it. Echo those words in your mind. Echo those words in your body. I choose. What do you choose? And choose it. What do you decide for yourself today? And decide it. And I want you to take a few moments in silence, just allowing that to process in the cells of your body. Making any notes as I stop speaking, any notes that come up for you around any other things that pop into your mind, helpful or unhelpful, just make a note of them. So, who has a different tail end voice? Does anyone want to share what that new tail end voice is? Good or bad? Happy or sad? It doesn't really matter.
I'm Lynette. I started off with my father's voice.
Okay.
And my father told us at least 10 times a day, you're nothing but a worthless piece of So that was going around and around and overwhelming, and the fear was there that he was right, even though I know he's not.
Yeah.
And I know it's his stuff. So it took me a while to get it down.
Yeah.
I did get down to 3 or 4, and now it's nothing.
Yeah.
And now I know it's... So first of all it came, I can, and now it's like, it's done. It's already done.
Excellent. Fantastic.
While that process was going on, and through the tapping part of it, it was very dark for me, like very black in I had my eyes closed, but it was just purely black. But there was a certain point where things just unlayered, and all of a sudden I got this absolutely bright green light from my heart, and from there it went gold, it went purple, and it was just full of colour. And through that process I've just ended off, I have this, I've got this, it's now mine, this is it. Thank you so much for that.
Don't you love that when you think, I've got this? Somebody once said to me in a workshop, I'll have your back. And I remember sitting in that workshop just thinking, I didn't realize I needed somebody to say that. So what if you were to say to yourself, because I can't be in your lounge room every day, I can't be in your kitchen when you wake up in the morning, and whether you decide to procrastinate and not do what you were going to do or not, but you can. What if you were to say to yourself, John, I've got your back, yeah? What if you were to say to yourself, Lynn, I've got your back? Yeah? What if you were all just to say to yourself, using your name, I've got your back? What happens when you do that? Does the tail end voice pop in? Sometimes it does. Sometimes if there's wiring around, yeah, but you've let yourself down before, the tail end voice pops in and goes, but yeah, okay, really? So just be okay with that. That's just a layer that needs to be worked on. But what happens for you when you tell yourself, I've got your back, I can help you do this? Relief. Beautiful. Yeah. Use your words that resonate for you. So make sure it's the acknowledgement of yourself, that you're going to be the support. Often the child part of us has been waiting for the fix, yeah, waiting for somebody to come along and fix it for us. And that part of us can come through into our adult life a lot of the time when things get hard and we feel so stuck. We're waiting for somebody to come and fix it for us, yeah. And so it's important to keep reminding our subconscious that we've got our own back. We can do this, yeah? We can actually do this for ourselves now. So if we think about any of those on the board.
Oh, Maggie, just something personally for me with that process, it was pretty cool. Where the earth was coming up and the universe was coming down and the flame was expanding. So my experience in that process was there was no room for anything else. So I was fully expanded out in those 3 places. So that was really powerful for me. There wasn't any room for any of that. every major force that could be.
I actually use that as a, to me, that's the Holy Trinity. Earth energy, universal energy, and all of who I am. When we come together, we are the Trinity, yeah? And we can do anything. And I'm not doing it alone. When I'm creating a course, I'm creating it with the universe, I'm creating it with the history of the earth, I'm creating it with myself. And all of those cells are opening. And that's how the information kind of solidifies and crystallizes and comes out with clarity. And so I use that after clients to cleanse, and there's no room for the client's stuff in my body anymore. I use it to clear myself for the day and use my contribution statement so that I can then allow the energy of the contribution that I'm making to enter my body to work with. I use it at the end of the day to cleanse before I go to bed, just bringing in all of the energy and the gratitude that comes with that I'm not alone. I'm working with this infinite force. Yeah, absolutely infinite force that breathes for me while I sleep and repairs my body for me while I sleep. It does more than I can even imagine it does. And if we can work with that to know that we are not alone in doing this, we can bring the energy back into our body every day to bring our focus. And that contribution statement, quite a few of you were talking about staying focused. That's why I use the contribution statement. It is my focus tool. When I cleanse myself using the Trinity in me, and I then focus with my contribution statement on what I'm working on today, the project I'm working on today, that's why I have a different contribution statement for every project that I work on, every product that I have. And I bring my energy to that project by focusing my mind, the cells, my heart, my thoughts, my creativity, everything toward that one project that day.
I've been doing the column of light from above and below as mother as well. But the fire that was burning in my solar plexus actually became quite big, and my whole being exploded into golden light. And I actually became infinity. And the symbol for the book was 1 + 1 = infinity.
Oh!
That's the title of the book that's evolved.
You go, girl!
So, thank you.
My name's Bernie. I'm not personally into numerology myself, but my daughter is, and she gets help from angels and numbers. And she said you have to look at the numbers because they have a meaning. And just for the last, say, 2 weeks, every time I've looked down at my phone, it's been 0, 0, 0, 0. And when I mentioned that to my daughter, she said it means that it's changing. Everything's changing inside yourself. So it's part of that.
Very cool. That is very, very cool.
So I just feel really calm right now. And when I opened my eyes, I wrote down free, flow, centered, calm, strong. And I set my morning schedule, 10 minutes meditate, book 1 hour, and exercise. I'll go through any of it. I choose to release the fear for mothers who are stuck, terrified of not getting enough, not giving enough, not loving enough, not feeling enough.
That's great. Thank you for sharing that.
Whilst we were going through that, I was so tired. I could have fallen asleep, yawning my head off. And I went, oh, God, I'm so tired. And so I even wrote it down. And I went, oh, I'm so tired. But now it's all gone, you know, it's kind of totally revitalized. So thank you.
Did you read my post about yawning on my page this week, or last week, I think it was? That it's actually there to cool the brain down and energize the brain. Yawns are there to actually energize the brain, trying to bring energy. So it's recognition of your tiredness, and it's trying to cool the brain, soothe it, and bring energy back. How cool is that? Our bodies are so just magic. Like, how magic is the system that we are. It just does what it needs to do. Sometimes it goes off track a bit, but it's usually because of influences that we've excuse me, that we've been that we've passed through our lives, or whatever that we've been attached to. So when it tries to function well, it functions really, really damn well. So we're actually going to finish a little early tonight. I think you've had a huge day with knowledge and technical stuff. I think what we've done is kind of centered that a little bit. I'd like you to be curious about what comes up tonight, whether often on day one of this, you do get some people who don't sleep very well because ideas are pumping and everything's kind of going on. And then day two, there's kind of this more somber kind of approaching, processing and really allowing the body to take in what's been absorbed and experience that. So just be curious about what happens. Be curious about if you just need to make some notes tonight. If you get ideas that start to flow as well. You might find that it just flows more gently than it did. I know your experience last night was, I've got to get it out, I've got to get it out. Just see if it's kind of a more gentle thing tonight as well. Thank you all, and have a wonderful night. We'll see you soon.